Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
I Give You Peace Ministries is on a mission with an awesome purpose, led by Pastor Peace. Their mission is to raise funds to build a multi-purpose building, which will include a state-of-the-art facility for youth in the community, a senior program that will include various activities, and it will also include a kitchen to provide meals to the community. Support the building fundraiser today. Donate to Cash App $Walk of Peace or paypal.me/IGYP Ministries.
Great day, everyone. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connections, and a welcome. Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneur, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And so if you would like to be featured in the magazine, whether it is a business or a ministry, we would love for you to be a part. You would email me and I will give you information on how to do that. Our next issue will come out in December. Our website is divineconnectionsmagazine.com. You subscribe to that website to keep updated with the news and everything that's going on with Divine Connections. We also have our Facebook page at Divine Connections Marketing. We have our Instagram page, which is Divine Connections, one word. And we also have our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. And you can subscribe as well as click that notification button as well. Well, it's September, and I love September for one because it's my birthday, and today is actually my birthday. So I'll share some information if you want to sow a seed. I'm grateful that the Lord has allowed me to be here at 43 years, and so we'll give more information about that. But also in September, our new issue magazine comes out. So you can go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions and get your copy of Divine Connections magazine. Okay. Awesome. And if you would like to be a sponsor, this show comes on Wednesdays, and before and after the show, we have sponsors doing 30-second commercials. So if you would like to get a spot and be a sponsor and allow your business and your ministry to be shared with the masses, please do so. We do a 3-month agreement only for $150 to put your 30-second commercial before or after the interviews. Okay, so we just completed last Saturday our wonderful 11th magazine anniversary, and it was phenomenal. We had groups and praise dance and moms and vendors, fashion show, and we had a phenomenal time. And so now this is our last event for this year, October 23rd. It's going to be at the Mebane Arts Center from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I am looking for vendors. It's going to be like a pop-up. So I want a lot of vendors for supporting businesses for one, and then preparing us for Christmas. And we'll also have praise dance groups and mime groups as well. I have 3 more spots for each praise dance group and mime group. So if you're in the area and you have a wonderful anointed team of praise dance or moms, I would love for you guys to be a part. You would text 336-338-8903. And also it is free to the public. So we want you to come and network and enjoy yourself with these ministries as well. There's a vendor fee, and then there's registration fee for participants. But to come to the event, it is free. Okay? Because we want the community to come out. We also do 30-second and 60-second commercials. So if you have a book, if you have a ministry, If you have a business, if you have a gospel group, and you would like a 30-second or a 60-second commercial, please let us know, and we would love to come out and serve you. Next, I have been nominated for the Dunamis Gospel Awards Media Publication of the Year. So what you do is you go to this link, dunamisgospelawards.org, and you choose somebody in every category. When you get down to the media publication of the year, click Divine Connections, Divine Connections, Divine Connections. Okay, and it is unlimited up until October the 8th. So please go and do that. I would greatly appreciate that. And I'm honored to be nominated as well. And so that is our information. Again, today is my birthday. So a happy birthday to me. And if you would like to sow a seed, feel free. Okay. Cash App I Overflow, $ I Overflow, or PayPal I Overflow at gmail.com. If you want to just share some words of inspiration, you can do that as well. I appreciate all of that. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that is the information for today. And so I am excited because I have a special guest on the line is going to share some great information with you. He is Pastor Charles Johnson, right out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So let's bring him on in. Great day, great day. How are you?
I'm well. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I didn't even really think about my birthday because, on Wednesdays when I do my interviews, so it just happened to fall upon it. And I'm like, I'm doing what I love. So it is all good. It is all good. But thank you. I appreciate that. So share with the audience a little bit of who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, like you said, I am Pastor Charles Johnson. I'm Bishop Charles Johnson as well.
Okay.
Outside of that, most people call me the successologist.
Mm-hmm.
I help entrepreneurs and leaders go from good to great and from great to phenomenal in their life, in their business, or in their career. And I always say this, but never let your good be the enemy of your great, nor your great be the enemy of your phenomenal.
Okay.
Be, do, or have whatever God has placed in your heart.
Yes.
Wife and I, we pastor a wonderful church called the Well Church here in Raleigh.
Okay.
I do a lot of outside of pastoring. My wife, she is a mental health therapist, but I am also a success coach, an executive coach. And so I help people really get beyond some of their fears as it relates to things like money and success, and remove some of those blocks that stand in our way, things that stand between us and where we really want to go and who we want to become. Because too often, most of us just live a dream. We're just dreaming and we're just hoping. And unfortunately, at some point, you got to do something about the dream.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to wake up at some point and do something about it.
That's right.
God has already decided he's going to help you. So he's already made that decision, and the enemy can't stop you. So the only other person in the equation is you. Right. So literally it is you stopping you from being, doing, and having all the things that you know that you want for your life.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And that's really major. I know just for a lot of things, I always put God first and foremost in everything that I do. But of course, in life and in business and family, you have challenges. And so you really do have to kind of sit back and reevaluate, if you have to go in it at a different direction or a different angle. Or a different attitude or different words or different, you just have to put all those things into play, but knowing that all things are possible, it can happen. But first we have to put God first and then have the right mindset to move forward on things as well.
Exactly.
And so
mindset is everything.
It is, I promise you.
Business, you can start a ministry or whatever. You're always going to go back to whatever your mindset is. So suggestion to many of the people that I coach, as I say to them, before you start anything, let's check mindset. Let's check how you're thinking about it. Let's check how you're approaching it. Because if you don't get the mindset right, you'll still end up going right back to what you are comfortable with. So if you're comfortable with, being broke, you're going to go right back to being broke. So mindset is key. Mindset is key.
For sure that. Okay, so let's get into it. You wrote a book,
Yes.
and I love when I first heard it, I loved it. And you had broke down some different things in the book. So let's get into that.
Okay. Well, the book comes from a very familiar book from Dr. Seuss called Green Eggs and Ham.
Green eggs and ham.
Everybody pretty much on the planet has heard of green eggs and ham. And the way it even got to the book was my wife and I, we went to buy a car, and the general manager was a man of faith. And you know how they pull you into the office and make you feel all good about all this money you get ready to spend. So they give you some soda, and they try to feel real good about it. So while I was sitting in his office, he literally hands me the book, and he says, "You know what, Pastor, I believe you'll get a whole lot out of this. This is something that I give to my sales guys. I really think you get something out of it." So I'm expecting some grand big book, but no, he hands me this childhood book. So at first, I'm a little offended because I'm like, I'm a fully grown man, and you're going to give me this book saying I can get something out of this book. But miraculously, what happened was, as I'm reading this book, the saying is, once an adult, twice a child. So I'm reading this book, and I'm like, oh man, look at all the stuff that's in this book. And so once I got home, went back through it again, and it actually started out as like a message. And I'm like, hey God, you really want me to preach this this childhood book to the congregation? They're gonna think I really lost it. But when I got into the mix of the message, and everybody was just like, I've never looked at that book the same.
Right.
I've never heard it like this, and I'm never going to be able to not see it the way you just presented. So it went from being a message to being a book. And so what I did, I pulled out about 10 things. There's probably more than 10 things in there. But I pulled out about 10 things or so that really jumped out to me, put it in the book. And as I said, I guess the rest is history. It ended up on TV. I've been doing radio interviews and all kinds of stuff because it's been a blessing. And actually what has happened is it's kind of crossed over. Intent was church and church people. But I had the opportunity to get in front of people, business people, entrepreneurs, CEOs that may never come to my church. But while I was talking to them about the book, they started coming to me like, oh, there's something else that you do. I know you're talking about the book, and the book is great. I love it. We're going to get a copy, but what else do you do? It's really been something that God has allowed to really kind of cross over into several different areas. You can apply it to so many different areas in your life, so many different things you can apply it to. And it's really been a blessing. One of the keys that I talk about is the green eggs and ham itself. Yeah. Sam, if you know anything about the book, Sam, he comes around the corner, he's got this sign, and his sign says, I am Sam. And he passes by this guy that's sitting there reading the paper. And most of y'all know, and those that are watching us now, you know somebody that's just sitting around not doing anything. They're just passing them by. So Sam walks by this guy with his sign saying, I am Sam. It gets the guy's attention. And he goes around and says, not only I am Sam, but Sam I am. But around the corner, Sam is convinced about who he is. Knows who he is. And he don't have no problems with being Sam. Yeah. One of the biggest keys to anybody's success, I don't care what business you're in, know who you are and be okay being who you are. The world does not need another copy. We're not trying to find another Elon Musk. We're not trying to find another Richard Branson. We want you. So the original person and how you see things, how you speak, and how you perceive things to be is what the world is looking for. Sam passes this guy, and the guy, like I'm telling you, this is what life is. The guy says to Sam, that's Sam I am, that's Sam I am. I don't like that Sam I am. I said nothing, but I know who I am. The second key, one of the other keys to this book is be prepared for people not to appreciate who you are.
Come on.
Be prepared for it, because everybody's not going to like what you got to offer.
That's right.
Your stuff. Everybody's going to come to your event.
That's right.
And they're not going to have a good reason for it. They're not just, I don't like the way she wear her hair. I don't, whatever the situation may be. So Sam's response is what really jumped out to me. Sam's response was, when the guy said, I don't like you, Sam said, do you like green eggs and ham? He didn't fuss with the guy. He didn't correct the guy. He offered him what he had. And what he had was green eggs and ham. Now, the guy had probably already seen eggs and ham before. Never seen it green. Each one of us have a green egg and ham factor to us. How many, they used to call them cosmetologists back in the day. Yeah. How many of them are there on the planet? How many barbers are on the planet? How many are on the planet? So what we have to ask God for is, what is my green eggs and ham? Yeah. Look at McDonald's or Hardee's or Five Guys or any of these other companies that sell burgers. There's no such thing as a McDonald's cow. Right. Thing as a Hardee's cow. Everybody gets it from the same place. So they add in their green eggs and ham factor to it. They say this, but I remember Wendy's had those little old ladies, and they would say, "Where's the beef?" And Burger King would say, "You can have it your way. Have it your way." Yeah. Their own green eggs and ham factor. That's right. That separates them from the crowd. And so we have to be cognizant of what is that. How you present. It might be the words you use. Some people don't understand. Where'd you get successologist from? I made it up. To be perfect. There was nothing spiritual about it. I didn't have no angels. There was no talking donkey, no burning. I was like, that sounds good. I'm going to call myself that. And it helps me to stand out from the crowd. Yeah. So it's important for us to find our own green eggs and ham. And if you know anything about the story, and I go through the keys here, one of the other things that Sam did is Sam followed this guy around. He didn't listen to no. He didn't change what he had because this guy didn't like it. To some of you, just because mom and them and your cousin and like it doesn't mean it's not good. That's right. This is a big planet. There are 7.5 billion people on the planet. Those little people in your little community or your little area code don't like it. It's cool. Right. 7.5 billion people out there that will like it. And what you have is going to be a miracle to them. They're going to be like, where have you been my whole life? Where has divine connections been? I've been looking just like this. So it's important for us to make sure that we don't change stuff just because a couple of people don't like it. You know, I don't particularly like chitlins, but that don't make people stop eating it. There's somebody out there that does enjoy that. So people provide for the people that enjoy what they have to offer.
I love it. I love it. Because, I definitely, had my own experience with just going through the journey of entrepreneurship, life, everything. And, one thing about it is I'm confident in me and the God in me. And that's the great place to be, because it's like the people you think going to be with you, sometimes they are not, or they'll be with you for a while. And the more you go higher, the more people drop off. So that relationship with God is very important, and the confidence in yourself is very important, because you're not going to have a lot of people sometimes with you. People drop in and drop out during different seasons with whatever you're doing. I always use that, maximize the opportunity. It's here now. And then if it's not there anymore, it's all good. You don't owe me nothing. I don't owe you nothing. We just maximize the opportunity while it was here. And we just keep on moving forward. And so staying focused with that, because, those things like that can make you think, or you're like, well, why this person this and why this person that? But, life is short. You don't have time. Keep on moving.
Keep it pushing.
Long as you got God. Yes. And, family support. They got to have, family support. I just keep it moving. Yeah. And then whatever God has for you is for you.
Exactly. One of the worst things you can do is be in competition with other people. Right. Because truth be told, competition comes from a scarcity mindset. Like, there's only one part of the pie. Everybody's got to eat this one pie. And if somebody else gets a piece, that means I have less. Right. So once I realized that there is so much abundance, there's so many customers, there's so many of things all over the planet, and God made it that way. We can look outside, and there's not just one kind of tree. there's not just one kind of flower. And
Right.
we see, not at least not our own personal perceptions, we don't see, roses saying, man, I wish I was, oh, beautiful daisies. They don't, we don't see them competing with each other. A rose is a rose and a daisy. So one of the most important things that we not compete with other people like this one and do it like this person does it. And honestly, a lot of the clients you will get or customers you'll get are going to be strangers. It just is what it is. They're going to find out something about you and they're going to feel a connection to you and they're going to be complete strangers.
And they value you there and they value what you have. I love that. That is so true.
Exactly. They're going to value what you have. We're a family member. Now they'll value, don't get me wrong, but they're there because of who you are. As far as family is concerned, they feel a certain obligation to you. But the stranger that just hears what you have to say and enjoys your product, enjoys your book, your ministry, your business, or whatever, that's a genuine connection. Because they don't have to stay. There are businesses all over everywhere. So for them to choose you says that they want you to be a part of their life, provide them the service that they're looking for. So it's important that once you get past, that circle of friends and family, that there are other people outside of them that want to be a part of what you have. And you're absolutely right. When we start looking at what Jesus did and how Jesus did himself, Jesus said, I don't come for those that are well. I'm coming for the sick folk. I'm not. If you looked at who he pulled around him, around people that the scribes and Pharisees were like, why are you hanging out with them? Why be with them? Why are you eating with them? He said, because they know why I'm here. Receiving me for who I am and what I can help them do. So allow yourself to expand and to grow and to go beyond your borders. Now it might become a little uncomfortable. Everything you're looking for is right outside your comfort zone.
I definitely believe that. And the other thing, going back to the competition, like, I don't like to compare myself with others because, what God has given me is what he's given me. But also I can challenge myself to be in competition with myself. How can I be better? How can I do this better? How can I grow, and put different things in place to make it better. I want to make sure I have communication and effective communication and great follow through in customer service. Like you care, so those are the things that I'm working on myself. So I don't have time to be trying to compare myself with you. I got work to do.
Right. The food that's on our plate gets cold because we keep watching other people's plates.
Oh, that's good.
All that kind of stuff. Pay attention to what's on your plate. Pay attention to what's on your plate. You will be consumed with everything God has put on your plate. And everything that God's put on your plate is what he wants to deliver to the world anyway. If he given it to somebody else, he would have expected them to do it. But the reason you have the idea, the business, you have the connections, the charisma, whatever it is you have, is because God wants to put something on the planet and he wants to use you to do it. So the ideas or the goals or the ambition or the objectives that you have is God given. If he didn't have it, he wouldn't have given it to you.
Right.
You need to practice, and it takes practice, because sometimes you'll see somebody else doing something really nice or really successful over there, and you're like, I might be able to do that too. And you're doing it and it doesn't work because it's not yours. It's not what God do. And we become frustrated and we go back to God crying, Lord, help me, man. But pay attention to what's on your plate. I really wish that I was 6'3" back in the day. I know I present tall on camera, but there was a time when I wish I was like 6'3", 6'4", back then, light skin was in. So you had light skin and green hair, kind of stuff. So when I realized I was not going to grow beyond about 5'7" and a half, 5'8", I was going to go bald, praise the Lord. And when I realized that I had to become comfortable with who God had called me to be. This is what he's called me to be. This is why I'm on the planet. And so I'm okay with it. Just like Sam. Sam said, hey, look, I am Sam. Sam, I am. Like it or lump it, love me or not, this is who I am.
Right.
That's what God wants to present to the world.
Yeah. So I am who I am, and that's how God presented Himself.
Yeah.
I am that I am. You know,
Yeah.
ain't no changing them. You know, you can call him whatever you want to. We have different names for him, but
Yeah.
he is who he is.
Yes, he is who he is. And he's
Right.
not for us, sorry.
And
When
he's not gonna change for us.
planet
Okay.
set it up different, but on this planet,
This is
he
true.
is.
This is true. Did you go through all of your points from the book?
I did not.
Okay. I was like, I'm missing something.
Let me give you a couple more.
Okay. Okay.
One of the other keys was the sign itself. Sam made himself available. He made himself known and seen. I don't care how wonderful you cook. I don't care how wonderful you sing. If you're doing it in the bathroom or in a closet, ain't nobody gonna know. Okay, nobody's gonna come find you. Understand? Right. Nobody is looking for you, so you got to make yourself. You got to put yourself in front of people. Well, I'm not a front row person. I won't be in the back. Well, boo, don't expect nobody to find you in the back. Put yourself out there so people can see you. Now, once you put yourself out there, it gives you the opportunity to make adjustments. It gives you the this, change that. It gives you the opportunity to see if what you are working with actually works and people actually like it. I remember back in the day, I think it was Wendy's. I think no. It was Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut had a breakfast pizza. It was horrible.
I was like, I don't remember.
It was horrible. Nobody bought it. But, when social media was just kind of getting started and people putting up all kind of bad reviews, what did Pizza Hut do? They changed it. They pulled it off the shelf because it didn't work. So when you start putting yourself out there for people to connect with you, understand they may not like it at first. You may need to make a few adjustments and that kind of thing. But you know if you never put yourself out there.
That's right. That's right.
Another one of the keys, let me see. Let me give you another one. Okay. When Sam is following this guy around and he's asking him, would you like it with a mouse in a house, fox with a box in a box, and all these different goat on a boat, all these different places. What's actually doing is market research. He understands that what he has, his green eggs and ham, it works. It just works. The issue is, are you in the right place in your life to appreciate it? So he followed him around and said, well, do you like it here? Do you like it over there? What about over here? With these group of people over here? One of the things we have to realize is that even when somebody else says no to you, it doesn't always mean no forever.
That's right.
No for the moment.
That's right.
Don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know what's going on in their business. So stay front of mind for those individuals. Make individuals that as soon as they have that need, you're the first person to come to mind. You're the first person you want to go to solve the issue that they have at the moment. So if they knows, don't worry about it. Because, when I was in sales, one of the things they say that if they don't say no 7 times, at least 7 times, in it. So you go and buy some of these timeshares, go and you sit down with them and they show you the thing, and then you tell them no. Oh, what's the problem? They don't believe. They keep pressing you and pressing you.
They do.
Till you get 10 and 20 no's, and now you upset and you mad now because I keep telling you no. They're waiting for the reaction. They want emotion to be behind your no. So you have to continue to follow them around. Another key is what I call the IEEO. IEEO. Engage, educate, offer. Interrupt, engage, educate, offer. Now, what do I mean by that? All over the country, all over the world, there are commercials, there's social media, there are billboards, phone calls, all kind of stuff happening. So in order for you to get somebody's attention, you're going to have to interrupt them. Get them to pay attention to you. Otherwise, they're going to go right past you. I think now the statistics say it takes like 7 seconds for somebody to decide if they're going to go to your website or not. So if your website, loads slow, I don't have time. Right. Next thing. if you sit too long, light, stoplight is 30 seconds, maybe, if that long. But if it's 35 seconds, you feel like, oh, I've been sitting here forever. It's a society that we live in. So you have to interrupt them. Now,
Right.
once you get somebody's attention, you got to engage them. Call them by their name. Give them something they can connect with immediately, right after interrupting them. Oh, that's interesting. So and so and so. You got to get right into it.
Right.
It's
Good.
to educate them. Tell them something possibly they didn't know already, or rephrase something that they may already know. They leave your presence. They don't just leave with a, oh, that was nice. No, they leave educated about something that they possibly didn't know before.
Yeah.
Then before they leave, I've seen this over and over and over again. People don't make an offer. If you've got their attention, if they're looking at you, and if they're questions, don't just let them go with a God bless you. No, this is what I have to offer. This is, try this product, be a part of this group. I'm doing this over here. Make the offer. Sam does the same thing. Again, Sam walks by the guy and he has a sign, he interrupts him. When the guy interrupts him, he interrupts the guy, he pays attention. Sam says to him, do you like green eggs and ham? And the guy, he's following the guy around. He's educating the guy all the time. And then at the very end of the story, he says to Sam says to the guy, eat them. You'll like them. I know you will. So the guy says what? Okay, Sam, if you just leave me alone, try some. I'll try some. And the guy tries it. And what you'll see, at least in the book, you'll see the people that were along the journey. What doing for you? God is building an audience for you.
That's good.
People that don't seem to be paying attention, they're still watching.
Yes.
When you come to the top, when great things open up for you, you got an audience now.
That's right.
He eats it and he says, Sam, I am. I do like green eggs and ham. And he goes right back to all of the places, didn't like it, and said, I'll eat it there. One of the best keys is all you need is one.
Come on.
All you need is one. If you can get one person to become a raving fan of whatever it is you do, that one person will go all over the planet.
Yeah.
How wonderful your ministry is, how wonderful your business is, how wonderful you are. Is one. So don't pay attention to all the people that say, nah, that's okay. No, all you need is that one person. I remember when Kurt Franklin first came out, the reasons why we said one song, one blew up. Okay, all you need is one. So those are some of the keys that are actually in the book. And if people want to get it, they can go to Google. Put in my name, Charles Johnson. I am Sam, and it should come right up. It should come right up for you.
Awesome. I love that. Do you have a video to go with that?
I do not at the moment.
Okay.
But maybe I could have a video for
that would be really nice. Just a suggestion, throw that out there. Awesome. That is phenomenal. I love the concept. I love how you broke it down. And so that's what caught my attention when I first heard you. So I am grateful you were able to come on this platform and share it with my audience as well. So tell people again how to get the book and how to contact you.
Well, you can go to, I said Google. You can Google it, but you can go to Amazon. You go into Amazon. You can put in the title of the book, I Am Sam, 10 Keys to Success from Green Eggs and Ham. Or you can just put in my name, Charles Johnson, as the author, and it should come up for you. And get in contact with me with my office at 919-228-9679. Or, and this is kind of old school, if you want to email me, you can email me at cwjohnson0122. And I want to invite you, some of your listeners and viewers. I'm starting a group. I started a group. We're about 3 years old right now, and it's called 21-Day Transformational Journey. What I'm teaching in this journey is how to make a transformation in your life, mindset, attitude, thinking, what you say. The Bible talks about be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
If you can change your mind, you can transform your life, but it takes practice.
Mm-hmm.
21. Scientifically, it takes a minimum of 21 days to change any part of your life, to start that change and to make it a habit.
Mm-hmm.
You have a bad habit, you worked on it for at least 21 days or more. If you got a good habit, you worked on it for at least 21 days or more. Okay, so that's why we say 21 days. And in those 21 days, I hold you accountable. I do homework assignments. We meet every every morning, 21 days in a row, Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays included.
Mm-hmm.
We meet every day, 8:30 a.m. We have a private group for just those that want to be a part of it. There's about 70 of us in this group right now. Like I said, we're about 3 days in, so it's not too late. So if you want to be a part of the group, you can go to my Facebook page, Charles Johnson page 2. It's a Roman numeral 2. You can go there and put in my inbox transformation. And I will send you all the information. I'll send you the private invite to the group so you can be a part of it. Like I said, we're only 3 days in, so it's not too late. You can absolutely be a part of it. And also, let me tell you, thank you for this opportunity to be able to minister to and talk to those that are on your platform. I count it an honor and a privilege to be able to.
Well, it's my pleasure to have you, just to encourage the people of the things that you do and how you broke down that book. I love that. I love that. But it helps, because people do remember that book from their youth. So kind of putting the pieces together, like this is where we are now. Okay, went through life, had some challenges, and this is some other things to do and to look for, and how to overcome some things. So that is definitely awesome. Anything else you have coming up you want to share?
Actually, I'm about to put up on my Facebook page a show. Really, it's called Transformation Now. It's going to be Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. And I encourage everybody. We're going to be talking about success. We're going to be talking about how to become more successful, what the Bible says about success. We're going to have special guests that are specialists in being successful, mindset, money, attitude, health, relationships, all those things. One thing I truly believe is that God has placed me on the planet to be able to help other people be as successful as they want to be. And again, I said this earlier, God is not against you. Actually, heaven is supporting you, and the enemy can't stop you. So the only thing in the equation is you. So literally, you are stopping you from getting to, I think what Luther Duval said, living your best life. So.
Living your best life. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we definitely appreciate you stopping by and spending time with us. You guys make sure you stay connected with Pastor Charles Johnson. Check out his Facebook page and get the book as well.
Yeah.
I love the concepts, how he broke them down. And anything else you want to share before we leave?
No, ma'am, I'm good. Just keep me in your prayers. And again, thank you for the opportunity to be able to share.
Awesome. You're very welcome. Well, thank you for being my guest on today. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. And we will turn it over to our sponsors. Thank you, Mr. Charles. Hold on for a sec.
Okay.
Thank you for coming and being my guest today.
Pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.